The phrase, tasteless salt is worthless, comes from Jesus' teaching in Matthew 5 verse 13. You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything. Salt, in the ancient world, was valuable for preserving food and enhancing flavor. If it lost its effectiveness, its saltiness, it became useless. Christian witness. Christians are called to influence the world positively, morally, spiritually, and socially. If they lose their distinctiveness or fail to live according to Christ's teachings, they lose their purpose. Integrity and action. Faith without action or integrity becomes ineffective. A Christian who blends in with the world without making a difference is like tasteless salt, no longer fulfilling their mission. Meaning. Loss of defining characteristic. Salt is defined by its saltiness. If it loses that, it's no longer salt in the traditional sense. Similarly, a believer is defined by their faith and its impact on their life and the lives of others. Uselessness. Without its defining characteristic, salt is no longer useful for seasoning or preserving. A believer who has lost their spiritual focus is also seen as having little or no positive impact on the world. Consequences of apostasy. The phrase serves as a warning about the potential consequences of abandoning one's faith or becoming spiritually lukewarm. Importance of living out one's faith. Christians are called to be salt of the earth, meaning, they should be a positive influence on the world, bringing flavor and preservation through their actions and words. Responsibility of discipleship. Jesus' words in the Bible emphasize that discipleship is not a passive role. It requires active participation and a commitment to living out one's faith. Spiritual discernment. The parable encourages believers to examine their own lives and ensure they are not losing their spiritual flavor or becoming ineffective in their faith. Impact on others. Just as salt can enhance the flavor of food, a believer's actions can enhance the lives of others. Conversely, a believer who has lost their spiritual impact can have a negative influence.